What's up, YouTube? This is Senshi Reviews, bringing to you a nice big book haul, because I haven't done one in a while, and I'm not going to do one for the books that I didn't get this month. These are books that I got this month. It is a book haul. And, yeah. Alright, we'll start with the one I pretty much ended up getting first. So, I bought twice. One, it was both on Amazon. I don't know if I'm going to get one of them. But if I get both, great. Then I'll just give one of them to my wonderful boyfriend. So he could read something. This was blurred by Alexandra Bracken, just so you know. It's A Court of Thorns and Roses. I finally found the funds to get this baby in hardcover. Unfortunately, like I said, I had to order it twice, and they assure me it's coming. And if it doesn't come by next week, I'm going to call them and complain, because pretty much ask for my money back. And I've already had to call and complain about something concerning their used Prime members who apparently don't know how to who apparently don't know what 2-day shipping is. Anyway, this baby is my baby. And I'm already reading it, as you can see. Yes, I use my dust jacket as a bookmark. That's what it's there for. Anyway, so I'm rereading this. I read this first on Kindle, and I just kind of wanted to reread it and get a little bit more of a joined feeling, because sometimes, like, you know, when you're reading on Kindle, you don't have the luxury, really. I mean, you do, but it's not as easy when you can just flip open a book and go, oh, hey, there we go, that's where it was. Alright. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know, I do better with books, like solid books, than I do with anything else, than I do with Kindle and e-reads, which is funny as hell because I read so much fan fiction. And maybe that's the difference, is one is fan fiction, the other is something I've never read before or have read before. And yeah, I'm rereading this, and like I'm already on chapter 17, and there's just so much that I just can't believe that I forgot. There's a lot of, like, I remembered some things and I forgot a few things. I forgot how things were worded. It's insane how much I've forgotten from reading this. I'm definitely going to be rereading Outlander and Dragonfly and Amber, because Outlander I read partially, somewhat, on the Kindle, and then the rest, like, about halfway through the book, I transferred to, book form, and, yeah. Same with Dragonfly and Amber, except Dragonfly and Amber I've primarily read on Kindle, but I'm already, like, I remember a lot of stuff that happened beforehand, but I'm definitely seeing myself thinking I really need to reread this for the hardcover. Speaking of Outlander, I'll just do those books first. I have replaced, and I'm sure some of you will think, well, this is kind of a poor way to replace it, but, you know, I work at a library and at tech services, and I have learned how to repair books in the appropriate way where they need to be repaired, and I have learned. So I bought an acceptable Outlander. I've bought the series up to the Fiery Cross. I have 3 of them. I do not have Dragonfly and Amber and Drums of Autumn yet. Dragonfly and Amber I am not worried about being late, but Drums of Autumn was part of the package that ended up being late, and that really pissed me off. But I got extended Prime membership from that after I complained. 2 days went by and I didn't get my box 2 days after the delivery date they said they were going to have it at. I didn't get my box, so I called them finally, and Amazon was being very accommodating. So you know what? Go Amazon, and I have a link down to the website, their Amazon website. You should definitely buy off of Amazon. Definitely go on ahead and get Amazon Prime, because I've dealt with a lot of customer service. I've never, ever been around people who are more accommodating than people at Amazon. So I applaud you, Amazon. Thank you for being helpful and accommodating and really great. And thank you for making a cheap version of this really awesome paperback book available for me to fix up and then love some more before it finally falls to pieces. I have to say, when I think acceptable, I normally think the spines won't be intact, but this one is. So I'm kind of happy about that. And for the most part, there's like a few interesting pages. Oh, this one was clearly marked the way I normally mark pages. And I'll probably end up doing that on this one because it's not a new copy and yada yada yada. But yeah, I'm thrilled with that. I also received Voyager, which I think is one of the ones that isn't. Yeah, this one, the pages are kind of like this. And again, you can fix that. It's called, you set it on in between two hardback books. Not the actual counter surface, mind you. Two hardback books. That's how you fix this thing. And if there's a little bit of fraying, as there is here, you just take some, I take Scotch tape. Don't do masking tape. Don't do any other tape other than Scotch tape, because Scotch tape will meld with the material better, and it won't rip and fray like a lot of things do. Anyway, so here's Voyager. I've not read Voyager yet, but I'm excited to be able to get to Voyager with this lovely bit right here, with the big, thick book. It looks like a textbook, which is awesome. And then I also bought, the Fiery Cross, which does have a little thing up here. And again, you just take Scotch tape and fix it. You don't need to freak out when you see things aren't in a good condition. For one thing, I expected them to be in worse condition, actually. So I am impressed with the quality of these books, and I think I got these from Hippo Books. Hippo Books has been, like, even their acceptables are, like, not the acceptables of, like, Goodwill and thrift books. So, Hippo Books is definitely the way to go. Hippo Books and another book place, it's in Texas. I can't remember where exactly in Texas it's from, but it's in Texas, and it's another one that makes sure the books are in good quality or somewhat good quality, readable quality, not about to fall apart quality, before they send them out to readers. So, good job. And then another one, I'm going through all hardback or paperbacks first, because I have some exciting hardbacks to show you later. I replaced of Whoreson. I already have this book, but I'm replacing it because the copy that I originally have has some negative sentimental value attached to it, and I just didn't want to look at that picture and think of really bad, terrible things that just make me really sad. And I know I know everybody will think right now, that's crazy. Why would you associate sentimental stuff with a book? Well, I love books, and this person knew I love books and let me borrow his copies of it, and then he hurt me, and I don't like things that are associated with hurt in relevance to what I read. So I bought a Whoreson. the nice, pretty, very pretty book version, this nice, lovely paperback. This again, I think, was in acceptable condition off of Thrift Books. Oh no, this wasn't the one in acceptable condition. I think this was the one that was just in good condition, and it's in fairly good condition, so I'm happy about that. I need to get Clariel. I haven't read that one yet, but I need to get it someday. I also bought Lyra-El because the original copy that I had was actually in worse condition than this, because it was ex-library. This is in better condition. For one thing, half the spine isn't missing, because I was trying to, the book that I had all of the library stuff on it, and I was trying to take it off, and it just wasn't working out very well, so I bought it. And finally, to replace my, I once had manga and graphic novels, and I sold them to half-price books. I wasn't reading them, and I needed space. And now I'm finally buying them all back because I just decided to say what the heck. So, I started out with Inuyasha, which is funny. You'd think I would start out with Sailor Moon because that was the first manga I ever read, but I figured, you know what, Inuyasha is probably the way to go. So, I bought this. This is, I think, yes, this is the original cover from the old Viz Media. They have another series of reprints out, started by someone else, but this is in really good condition, and I'm impressed with the condition that it's in. And yeah, right now I'm going through like all of my favorite mangas and animes, and I'm gonna start buying like the first volumes of them, and then I'm going to, well, pretty much that, I'm gonna buy the first volumes of them, or the first the first issue of them, and then I'm going to buy, I'm just gonna go through a cycle, because I don't particularly read these, but I like the art, and they have moments, like I'm even gonna do it with Naruto, but there's gonna be a stopping point with my Naruto buys, because there comes a point where I get irritated with the continuation of the story, and so that's pretty much where I'm going to stop, and maybe have a few other volumes in between that I liked, but other than that, like anything near the end, I completely tapered out near the end. Full Metal Alchemist is going to be one of the ones that I get, like I'm going to get all of them. Rurouni Kenshin is going to be another one, Sailor Moon is going to be another one, because Sailor Moon's my childhood, and kind of like that. So lots of fun there. I also bought Vampire Academy by Richelle Mead. This is the graphic novel. I like the art. I really do like the art. The art is very pretty, in my personal opinion. Some people have different opinions about the art, but I like it. I've read through it already, and it doesn't follow the, novel very well. Read the book first. Please read the book first. Do not read this first, because if you read this, you're gonna get confused. Because they have mentions of some things that just, like, they'll add sentiment to something where you're just kind of like, huh? And then you go, but like, if you've read the novel, if you've read Vampire Academy, you're like, oh yeah, duh. But yeah, you have to have read the book. This is purely fan service. This is not for people just getting into Vampire Academy. Do not get this if you're just getting into Vampire Academy. And then, here's my first hardback that I got. This is not the Super Happy Fun pack of hardbacks that I got. And even one of the ones in the Super Happy Fun hardback, I'm gonna have to probably go to half price and buy it. Like an actual good hardback of it, because it came without the dust jacket, and I hadn't realized it until I pressed this order thing, so I didn't feel like trying to fix it. So, but it's in better condition than the one I have, so I'm just gonna, yeah. Anyway, this is not that one. This is called Nama's Kiss by Jacqueline Guéry. This is a new book. I'm making it my prerogative, pretty much all of the books that I'm getting after this book haul are things that I haven't read before. I have not read this one before. I kind of read like the first few pages, and it's very interesting. And look at the map. This is based in the real world, so I am or like the real ancient world, and so I'm interested. My curiosity has been piqued. I wouldn't be surprised if this is erotic literature, but then again, so is Outlander. Anyway, so that's that one. Now, for the super happy fun one, I'll show you the one that came without the cover first. I bought used Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone because I did not want to pay over $200 for all of them in hardback. I don't think so. These are cheaper than what I would have gotten in half price anyway. But I think it looks like I'm going to have to get this in half price. But this will definitely be replacing the used stack of books that I'm going to give to my aunt and uncle. And I'm even going to say, you can give the rest of them away, but this Harry Potter book and this Harry Potter book, I would really prefer if you keep and then just give back to me. So I can keep it in the family because they were given to me by my dad. And yes, I'm that sentimental when it comes to my books. So anyway, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Then I also got Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. This is, like, some of them were in really good condition, and I had to repair some of the covers. Just saying. I'll let you know which ones I had to repair. This one, what I'm going to do is steal the cover and, again, replace this book with the one that I have at home, because the one I actually have at home is in better condition than this one. There's water damage on it, and again, I got this in acceptable condition, and this was actually very good considering it is in acceptable condition. So I'm excited about that. I'm just excited to have Harry Potter books again. I've been kind of suffering from a Harry Potter withdrawal. That's part of the reason why I bought them. Here's one of the books that I had to replace, and again, this is actually going to be a book that I'm going to go on ahead and replace with the one I have. And no, the one I have is the one I actually bought from half price to replace paperback. Anyway, this is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I had to fix the cover, if you can see the little shiny stuff on it. Yeah, that's tape. That's my Scotch tape. And there's just issues that you can tell. I could tell this was in a book bag. So, yeah. But I'm not worried about that. It's fine. Here is one of the ones that came in really good condition, which I'm not surprised. It's Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, the least liked book in this series, and coincidentally, the one with the most fanfiction revolving around it. Yeah. The irony is not lost on me. The sixth book, which is another cover that I had to repair. I had to repair a rip here, and I had to repair a rip here. It's Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, if you haven't noticed. I think this is actually my favorite cover. This cover and the Order of the Phoenix cover are actually my favorites. I know, I'm crazy. But, yeah, this one is actually in pristine condition, so I'm not going to replace anything. And, yeah, other than the cover, but I'm keeping the cover. And then, of course, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. The cover is in almost pristine condition. The Order of the Phoenix is actually in better condition than this one. Barely, but better. This was, I think, my near perfect, like, new conditions that I bought it in. So, yes, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. And that is most of the coming books that I have. I have only a few more left, and then after that, it's pretty much going to be me doing book reviews and trying to read, and probably me singing. You'll probably see more singing videos than books. And then, of course, writing videos. For NaNoWriMo. NaNoWriMo month's coming up. Yay! Anyway, have a good day, y'all, and subscribe if you want to. I mean, you can, but it'd be nice if you could just subscribe. It makes my heart burst. Night night.